Welcome to part number 16 of the Link to the Past playthrough. I'm still making my way up Ganon's tower. And, yeah, I'm almost done with the game. Including this video, there are 2 parts left. We'll finish up Ganon's tower in this part, and then do everything else in the final part. So yeah, we're almost done. While I'm still climbing up Ganon's tower, I'm going to talk about something that I've been seeing going on lately that I don't know what to say about it. I'll just get right into it. So, I don't watch much TV, right? I play a lot of video games. That's to be expected. I don't know, I just don't like TV. The only TV I really watch is sporting games, you know, all types of sports. Pretty much the 4 major sports, that's what I watch. And so, I don't see as many commercials as everybody else. But lately, I've been seeing commercials for movies, right? But they're not just normal movies. They're part 1 movies. They're splitting up movies into two movies. Why? Is it really necessary? I've been seeing this a lot with books lately. I think it's books that are made into movies. I think. I don't get it. Why? You don't need to split up a book into 2 movies. I mean, I know it's a business and they just want to make more money, but still, movies cost enough already. I think it's like $11 a ticket for where I'm from. Something like that. That's the last time I checked anyway. So now, for me to see 1 installment, I have to go to the movies twice and spend like $30? Because, you know, you gotta buy like concessions and stuff. Like if you want a drink or something, you gotta pay for that. And if you buy it at the movie theater, you're gonna pay like $5 more than you would if you bought it somewhere else. So here's a little tip for you guys. I'm sure most of you probably already do this, but if you don't, you should start doing this. Never buy anything from the movie theater concession stand. Never. Do not do it. The only thing you should ever buy from there is popcorn. And that's because popcorn you can't get anywhere else. So here's what I do. Right across my movie theater, there's a convenience store. They sell candy, soda, drinks, whatever you want. Pretty much everything they sell in the movie theater, they sell there for a much cheaper price. So go there, buy your stuff, then go buy your tickets, and then just hide your stuff. If you've got big pockets, throw it in there. If you've got a friend who has a purse, that is a great place to throw all your stuff. They don't check it, or at least they don't check it where I'm from. They might check it where you're from, but I don't know. So just hide it all in there. And you save like, I don't know, it depends how many people you have and what you buy. You save at least $5. And it's such a rip-off of the movies nowadays. That's why I don't go as often. And because most of the movies that come out nowadays are really bad. I have not seen a good movie in like over 6 months. There's just, I don't know, I don't like all types of movies, so maybe there are a few good ones, but I haven't seen anything interesting. In this room right here, how are you supposed to figure out the invisible pathway? I don't get it. Is there some way to light up the room that I'm missing? Or are you just supposed to guess? Like, I don't know. This is the one room in the game I have a huge complaint with. There's gotta be a way to tell. There's gotta be. There's no way they would just expect you to guess. I hope not, but I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm making it a personal goal of mine to never go see those part 1 movies. Although, all the ones I've seen that have been split up like that, they're movies that I'm not really interested in. I'm not interested in many movies, but yeah. I don't know if I bet eventually they're gonna start doing it with things that aren't books. Just split all movies into 2 parts. Like, I don't understand. There's no excuse. It doesn't matter if the movie is too long. There's been movies that have appeared in theaters that have been multiple hours long, like 3 hours. Lord of the Rings, I know that was the last one. I know it was at least 3 hours in theaters. I'm almost positive, because I know the special edition DVD that I have, or the extended edition, that's over 4 hours. I know they cut a lot out of the movie. So yeah, there's really no excuse. They just want more money, and just everybody's just concerned about money. It's like that's their whole life. I mean, some people just don't appreciate the better things in life. I don't know, maybe this is all just me. I'm not a greedy person. I don't need much. I don't buy that many things. In fact, most of the things I buy are video game related, and I get good use out of them. And I hate this room, by the way. I always have. It bothers me so much. I can never get it on my first try. If those glowing orbs weren't there, this wouldn't be a problem. But they are, and it's annoying. Luckily, you can just go down the stairs and back up, and everything will reset and you can try again. And I just don't like this room. Ganon's Tower, it's definitely the hardest dungeon in the game. I think I said otherwise in a video, or in the last part. But yeah, there's no doubt, this is the hardest dungeon. And the longest. But it is appropriate because it is the final dungeon of the game. So it should be the hardest. And it shouldn't be the longest, but it doesn't really matter. But it should be the hardest. That makes sense. I like games that have progressive difficulty, you know, it gets harder as you go along. Most games tend to follow that correctly, but some games don't, and I don't like those games. I like this room. I like throwing the bomb on the conveyor belt. I don't know why. This whole dungeon, it's full of areas I like and areas I don't like. And yeah, all kinds of puzzles and everything. It's a really neat final dungeon. However, my one complaint with it is that the music is the same as all the other dungeons. I think they should have changed it up. I'm pretty sure in every other Legend of Zelda game, the music is changed up for the final dungeon. Even in the first one, I'm 99% sure. And oh no, not this guy again! No, not this guy! I don't like this guy. And look, the arena is even smaller than before. Yeah, I don't like this guy. He's my least favorite boss in the game. But the good news is, since your sword is stronger than before, he takes less hits. And yeah. Once you kill him, a treasure chest will appear, and you can use the grappling hook to grab onto it. And they give you 20 free rupees. But at this point in the game, rupees are kind of unnecessary. You only have to buy one more thing to complete the game. And I'm not sure how much it is. It might be actually... I'm not sure. I don't think we get to it in this part. No, actually, I think we do. It's either 500 or 300 rupees. I'm not quite sure, but either way, I'm fully covered because I have 721 right now. And here we are at the boss. It is Ganon once again. He says, we won't have a third meeting. No, we won't. We won't have a third meeting. And the difference this time is, Ganon has two clones of himself. And it's really obvious to tell, to tell which ones are clones and which ones aren't. The clones are semi-transparent. I'm not sure if you can kill the clones. I don't think you can. But the cool thing is, you can deflect the clones' energy balls back at the real Ganon. And, yeah. He's pretty much the same fight as before. Just watch out for his clones. Watch out for the same attacks as before. I think he still does some lightning attacks every so often, but it's not as bad as the first fight. I recommend you come into this fight with at least a fairy in reserve, maybe a blue potion or a red potion, whatever you want, if you have the money to spend. I don't think he does the lightning. No, he doesn't do a lightning attack. Alright, then he dies and it is Ganon! He comes out of Ganon. I guess he was possessing him. And he transforms into a bat, which I believe is the only time Ganon ever does that. No, that's probably wrong. Don't accept that. I'm sure in another game he does that. I just can't think of it right now. and he made a giant hole in the pyramid at the center of the Dark World. And you could go right in the hole right now, but that would be a mistake because you lack mandatory equipment to defeat Ganon. That's kind of a... I don't know. I don't know why the game put you right in front of it. You need more equipment to defeat Ganon. You can't beat him. So we're gonna go get all of that equipment right now. We only need 2 more things to defeat Ganon. Or actually, I think we only need 1. I don't know if the final sword is required to defeat Ganon. I know one of the other items is, so we're gonna go get that right now. And the game, it won't let you get these 2 items until you defeated the Dark Tower. Or no, Ganon's Tower. Because they just won't appear until you complete Ganon's Tower. So right now I'm gonna go stock up on fairies. For the final battle, make sure you have some sort of potion that refills your magic, because you need magic for the final battle. Yeah, you need magic. You don't need that much. It depends on how quick you are at defeating Ganon, but yeah, the final boss is Ganon. Who would have known? I would have never expected him to be the final boss of a Legend of Zelda game. Never! Not in 100,000 years. Anyways, you want to go to Link's house in the Dark World, because there is a shop there. And normally that shop just sells bombs. But after you complete Ganon's Tower, he sells a different item. It is the giant bomb. I don't know what the name is. We'll see in a moment. But the giant bomb allows you to access one area in the game, which helps you get a few extra upgrades, which you need to defeat Ganon. And this guy looks really weird. Is he like an elephant? Oh, Super Bomb. Okay, Super Bomb. And it's only 100 rupees. I thought it was much more than that. Alright. Am I going to advance the text anytime soon? Why did I do this? What? What? Oh, okay. Did I just space out right there? I don't know what I was doing right there. Was I not paying attention? I don't know. But yeah, the Super Bomb acts a lot like that treasure chest with the bottle in it from earlier. You can't run. And pressing the A button will set the bomb down, and it will start to count down, and then it will make a giant explosion. You can only use it in one, or you can use it in a bunch of locations, but it's only really useful in one location. So yeah, it's right next to the hole that Ganon made. You should have noticed it on your first, or when you first made it to the Dark World. And on my first playthrough, I just tried to use a normal bomb there, but that won't do anything. You can't get there with a normal bomb. You have to have the Super Bomb. Which the game doesn't tell you that, but I guess you can figure it out pretty easily. I'm pretty sure I figured it out easily my first playthrough. I don't remember, that was so long ago. It was years ago, over a decade. Yeah, around a decade ago, so yeah. I don't really remember things from 10 years ago. So place the Super Bomb right there, it'll count down. I just grabbed it again for some reason. I don't know why. 3, 2, 1, kaboom! And that will open something once I go in. It'll open another Great Fairy Fountain. And this time you're gonna want to throw in the arrows, because if you throw in the arrows, you'll get the silver arrows back, and you need the silver arrows to defeat Ganon. And look at how giant that fairy is. Remember the other one? It was like fairy-like. It was thin. This one, no, it's fat. I don't know why they decided to do that. It doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. You're also gonna want to go back in to throw in your sword, and this will get you the final sword upgrade. It is the golden sword, and I threw in the arrows again, accidentally. I don't know why. Give me golden arrows, fairy! No, give me golden arrows. I want golden arrows. Why have we never seen golden arrows in the series? We've seen silver arrows. Why not golden arrows? I mean, I know we've seen light arrows, and I guess those could be considered golden, but they're not the same. Just scroll all the way to your sword and throw it in, and you'll get the final sword upgrade. It is the golden sword. And as you would expect, the golden sword is golden. It has a yellow blade, or gold, whatever you want to say. And that's all you can get from the fairy. You can feel the power throbbing in your hand. Alright. If you say so, game. And now we have all the items in the game, except for the remaining heart pieces. But that would take a long time to get all of them. And I didn't want this playthrough to be like 30 parts. I would have had to search for all of them, and yeah, it would have taken a while. So we'll take on Ganon in part number 17, the final part of the playthrough. I'll see you then.